Hey everyone, it's Amy Johnston. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you're watching How to Stunt in Hollywood questionnaire, this is based off of my book. If you go ahead and check out the link down below, you'll get all of the information. I created this series to answer several questions that I had first getting into the industry and some of the most popular questions that I get asked now. So the question for today is, what mistakes have you made in your career that brought you to where you are now? And how do you adapt those lessons learned into your daily life? The biggest mistakes I've made in my career so far have been based off of a few things. Being insecure, being uneducated on a particular subject, being arrogant, being shy. So I've made a ton of mistakes, whether it was on set or in rehearsals, and mistakes that I probably am not even aware about that people are making fun of me for, but mistakes will happen and that's okay. Like I said, it's how you move forward from them, and I learn every time I'm aware that I make a mistake. I grow that much more. For me, it's really important to have a group of honest people who will tell me exactly what I need to hear so that I can move forward with better understanding and different perspectives. One of the biggest mistakes I made was tearing my ACL. I've talked about this a little bit before, but basically it was after Captain America Winter Soldier. I was coming off of a big film as a stunt double, and it was right after I got involved with Lady Blood Fight, and they hired me. I tore my ACL right after that. A lot of new jobs were coming in. I had my first lead feature film and I tore my ACL by not thinking through what I was going to do, by being arrogant and just thinking that my body could physically do whatever I wanted it to do without taking the proper steps. So I was training with a few friends, and this is very important to note. I used to always train on spring floors, and I think that my body got very used to the rebound that the spring floors have and the cushion, which is really good for you to practice on, but it's also good to practice on the grass or other things that don't have so much of a cushion, because when you're working, you're most likely not going to have a spring floor. So I was very used to working on a spring floor, and where I was training that day was not a spring floor, and I was just feeling good, and I tried a move I had never done before, and I just came down from the jump wrong. Basically, I jumped in the air and did like a split kick and kept twisting as I came down, and my knee completely hyperextended and I heard a pop. And that was really freaky, but little old me kept moving forward and kept training and did some more wire work after that. And I didn't want to stop because I was so afraid of looking weak. And because of that, I probably tore my ACL even more, which made me need knee surgery, and which made me not be able to work for about a year, honestly. So that was a huge mistake, not listening to my body and not taking care of my body properly. Now, this is the thing though, this mistake changed my whole perspective on taking care of my body. I now eat much better. I take things in steps as opposed to just jumping in, trying something new that I've never done, because that's not going to work forever. I now take each step starting from the base and building a really strong foundation and structure, and then I move forward. So actually making that mistake and injuring myself while having a lot on the line put things into perspective for me. It made me step back from being physical all the time and look at things from a different perspective and take care of my body better and really educate myself about certain things such as health and nutrition and physical activities. So honestly, that injury was crucial for me to be where I am now. It made me that much more driven and that much more educated and that much more stable in my mindset. So I would say that was one of my biggest mistakes that brought me to where I am now in my career. I really suggest learning about the human body, learning about nutrition, and figuring out what's best for you and your body. It's extremely important, especially if you're an athlete or you're doing a lot of physical activities. you want to keep your body healthy as long as you possibly can, obviously. So really, education is the key to living a longer, healthier life. And like I said, because of that mistake I made of injuring myself, I move forward in life and in stunt work and being on film in a different mindset of taking one thing at a time, learning, feeling comfortable with that first step, and then moving on to the second step. The thing is, by taking those steps, I'm still getting to where I want to be in the same amount of time, sometimes quicker, because often when you jump into learning a new skill without the proper education or techniques, you're gonna have a hard time keeping that skill because you might not know how you got it. So if you take the proper steps and education towards whatever it is you want to do in life or in a certain move you're trying to get, I really think you'll be able to get there faster. And not only that, I think you'll be able to maintain that skill or whatever it is you want to achieve much easier. So anyways, guys, if you haven't checked out the book yet, How to Stunt in Hollywood, please do check the link down below and subscribe to my email list, because like I've said before, you will get 25 free pages of the book, and that is for you to hopefully inspire you. That is all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video, and I will see you next time.